Hey guys, back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to show you how we got to this gorgeous redhead color. So here we are starting with completely opposite from the last video, basically level 11 platinum blonde. She has some new growth here. It was definitely time for a change, and her hair was a bit compromised, so it was the best thing to do in this scenario. And when you're doing a transformation like this, going from really light to really dark, you can't just put the color that you want on top unless it's like a very light color, a pastel color. But if it's really dark, like a much darker one, you definitely have to fill it. And there are certain steps that you need to take in order to really get the color that you want. Even if you were just going, let's say, like back to your natural, like if she was to go back to her root color, it's still not as simple as just throwing her color on there and calling it a day. It may seem like, let's say, for example, she didn't want to come to the salon. This is another reason why I made this video. Because when you're this light, and like you want to put just like a darker color, like if you use a box dye, you don't know what developer it has, like what level of peroxide is in there. You don't know a lot of factors, and the hair right now is fragile, so you need to be very careful when working with platinum color to a more of a richer color or back to the natural. Sometimes if it was like the blackest of the black, it does contain a lot of pigment, so you could get away with not, but it really depends. I feel like with her, because of how light she is, even if she was going her natural or black, I would still fill it. So it all just kind of depends. But I'm sorry I went on like a rant right there, but basically I'm filling her hair with a gold color. Since we want it to be very rich and vibrant, and I really want the color that I pick to do most of the work, since I knew it wasn't going to be super dark, I just filled her in with a level 9 gold from this demi-permanent line of Goldwell. This is the Colorants line, and I've been loving this. Really good, leaves the hair very nice and soft. It's just a really good demi-permanent. So that's laying right on top of the cuticle. It's going to help hold on to the richness of our final color. So you have to get it on really good. That's why I'm using a comb also to distribute it evenly. So yes, and then in a little bit, I will show you guys what I do next. She has a lot of hair. Like, even though I said that it was like kind of damaged, you can't even tell. And you like, it feels really good. Like her hair, she just has good hair too. She is blessed with the good genes. So here it is, processing, and I rinsed that out and I proceeded with the haircut. You're not going to see me do the full haircut because I didn't really know how to position the camera to get the full haircut. So I just, I was making a reel for my Instagram. So this is another reason why I took just these little clips. But I thought I'd show them on here too, since, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to look at people cutting hair. I wanted the perimeter to be very like kind of blunt. I didn't want it to be like super soft So that's why I'm just cutting it straight across like that. It does have a little bit of an angle. But yeah, so then after we did that, dried the hair completely, and you can see it's obviously not like white anymore. You can see that warmth right there. And we're gonna go in with our final color. I'm using permanent color, Goldwell, top cheek, and on her roots. And basically the whole color is mainly 8 kg from Goldwell. And I put a little bit of N on the root formula because I really didn't want her to have hot roots. I prefer it to be a little bit darker than like, looking on fire or something like that. So I applied the root color, and then after I did that, I grabbed my handy dandy from Mar brush and put the rest of the color on. And they're, like I said, they're both 10 volume because right now we're mainly just depositing that color. The heat of the roots allow for a little bit of a lift at the root without it getting too crazy because of the 10 volume. So you have to really saturate, especially too because her hair is still so light. You really want to make sure that it is in there and we do not miss any spots. And even though we're going darker, sometimes when you're so light before, it's hard for the color to really grab. So you have to do it like another time for it to stick even more if it's a color that you want to keep for a while. Just because it's so like it's freshly done and it's freshly on that really, really light hair. All right, so here it is. While it is processing right before I rinse it out actually. And here is the reveal. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I love this color so much. I love the vibrancy. I love the dimension that it has to it. Here's the before again. She's still beautiful and bam. Oh my god. But her eyes are everything with this hair. It just suits her so well. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should because I posted some really cool reels about this transformation that I just cannot get over. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.